Hello, welcome. It's a public holiday. Kids are upstairs, hopefully being quiet. Let's do some streaming. So, since we now completed the rendering extraction, let's say, refactoring, there should be nothing stopping us drawing some things with Blazor. And so that's what I would like to start to try to do today. Let's go. And hey, I fixed my camera. And hopefully you can hear me, but I'm sure you can. Probably louder than ever. So, what we need to do, let's see, where were we? What do we got? We have a canvas, I believe. We're just going to wait a while. Okay, Visual Studio, thank you. Can I shortcut that? No, just waiting. This could be the world's shortest stream. Okay. One thing I did notice when I was watching my stream back from the last episode was I totally got that path wrong. And I don't want to do this. I've also decided that calling into .NET from JavaScript seems janky. I would like to go the other way. Hello, Nolops. Yes, holiday stream. Welcome. Happy Easter if you do that sort of thing. I don't. But then again, when every day is like every other day now that we're all just at home, what does it even mean? Okay, so yeah, what I want to do is I want to have something in here that Blazor can call into, which seriously, if Visual Studio doesn't cooperate today. Okay, so yeah, now I get rid of this. I did a tiny bit of research on Blazor, and what I want to do is I want to override. Look at all these lovely methods. See, I was looking for a constructor, but there's things like onInitialize. That looks good. I actually like the sound of onAfterRender because, excuse me, it has, oh wow, that formatting. It has this wonderful version method cannot be private. Well, you made it private, not me. It has this wonderful first render parameter, which is probably what I want because I only want to initialize things, like this game, for example, when I'm first rendering. So, why are you still complaining? No, okay, fine. Async. Let's make it async, then it won't complain. Well, now it'll complain that it doesn't have to wait. Anyway, what I want to do, so we need to get the size of the canvas. Same as every other day this week, but slightly less email. Yes, well, I did join a Teams call with my team this morning, but only to hang out. And I was playing Minecraft at the time, so, it's like holiday. But I have been avoiding work and just watching hilarious YouTube videos all day. It's not that I've never done that on a work day. But anyway. So we need to get the size of the canvas. We need to call, essentially, game.setSize. And then, we're going to start with call game.render. And obviously that will, wow, that ellipsis looks really cool in what's it called? Cascadia code. Yeah, so obviously that render call needs to happen in a loop eventually, but for now we'll just start with this. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to be able to call game.render. Now game.render takes a canvas, so this is our new abstraction. So in, if we go, can I go find all references? So here, in Skier World, we pass in a canvas wrapper that takes this canvas, or rather, so this is a Skier canvas, wraps it, and converts it into this iCanvas that we want. So we need to do the same thing here. We need a canvas wrapper. Excuse me. We need a canvas wrapper, and it's going to take in our HTML canvas, which in this case is really just taking in our game ID, because that's how we're going to get our canvas. Good morning, Milan. I'm going to stop trying to pronounce your name at Milan, and I hope that's okay. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so let's create a canvas wrapper. I guess I therefore need a new library here. You know, this folder is badly named. Oh, I could even put these two in a rendering. Let's not get bogged down in those details. All right, let's create somewhere for this stuff to live. So we want a .NET standard class library. .NET.rendering.html canvas. Good morning. What time is it where you are, Milan? Oh, that already. What? Hang on a second. Allow me to fix that up. Oh, you see, that's just leftover guff. There's always leftover guff. Hey, John. Hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. And delete class 1, because who wants class 1 ever? All right, so what do we need to do? We need a canvas wrapper. This is where things get interesting, because we have this magic class converts a string somehow into a canvas, which is weird, but never mind. We'll get there. And this needs to be public because we're calling it directly. So it's an iCanvas. Whoops, it's not an iCanvas. iCanvas. Hello? Yes, we have gone. Sure, create a thing. And we take in an ID and we need to save that. All right, cool. So this should all compile. I want to put in a using for this fella. So this should now go blue and we should be happy. No, wait, we need a reference. Hey, hot tip, you watch this? Drag, drop. Do you like that? That adds a reference. That's new in whatever version this is. See, project reference right there. All right, cool. So this now compiles. This is cool. I don't know why it's still good. I'm going to can I convert from a canvas wrapper to an iCanvas? Why not? Oh, whoops. So what I did there was I accidentally created a new iCanvas because I blindly pressed enter on whatever suggestion Rosalind gave to me, but I need a reference there. Man, that drag and drop thing is cool. Oh, God. Okay, yes, I guess we'll implement this. Oh my God, that's a... Whew, we got a lot of work to do. Okay. I'm going to start with the clear method. Why is this called white? Gosh, I need to clean this up. So, how would we call the clear method? Well, I need... Oh, actually, no, I need one more thing here. I need... And I thought I had this... last time, but I must have gotten rid of it. I need a JS runtime. So in order to call JavaScript from .NET, I need a JS runtime. And hello, Darkon. Welcome. Is it bugging anyone else that they're all yellow and that's not? Anyway, I need a JS runtime to call into JavaScript. So actually I need to pass that in as well. Now the fun thing is here, I have no idea. Oh, hang on. So what was this? An IJS? Yeah, so... sure. Now I need to work out where IJS runtime comes from. Is there an update interface method param names from this implementation function? No, I don't believe so. Though, whoa. When I pressed F2 to rename that, no, it didn't. I think if I rename the interface, it like renames some of the others, maybe. Probably for like explicit implementations, but anyway. So IJS runtime, right? Yeah, I don't want to do that. I want to find this one. So what is this one? This is a Microsoft.js interop. Okay. So let's see if we can work out where this comes from. Microsoft.js interop. Ah, excellent. NuGet packages, Microsoft.js interop. So that's the name of the package. So that's easy. So we can go and add a... No, not add. What am I doing? Manage NuGet. Here we go. So this will be interesting to see. Yeah, it's .NET Standard. Okay, sure. Let's install it. Yes, it's Apache. That's fine. I don't know what that means. Ooh, cannot change access modifiers. Well, see, why did it generate it wrong? That's what I want to know. All right, so we have a JS runtime, right? So now we can do that. Cool. So what we need to do here is we need to say JS runtime dot invoke void. So invoke void doesn't return a value. Invoke is if you want to get a value from JavaScript, but we don't. Now this is the function to call. And so I was doing some Googling, and basically what happens is these are functions on the JavaScript window, right? The global object. So I want to create my own canvas object so I can wrap these functions up. I call clear, and then all I do is pass in the arguments. And the cool thing about JavaScript and colors is I can just go toString because red and blue and white, they're all valid HTML comments, which is cool. So, you know, that's an easy way. I don't need to write my to.js method and do like I did, where are we? In here, this rendering extensions, right? All this mapping stuff. I should be able to get away with that. Well, at least for colors anyway. Off topic, I'm on Arch. Can I fully use Blazor with .NET Core and JetBrains Rider? That's not off topic at all. Yes, absolutely, as Darkon says. So, I mean, everything, Blazor's certainly cross-platform. .NET Core is certainly cross-platform. Blah, 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 can't talk. Rider is cross-platform, I believe. So, I guess so. I'm not a Linux person much. I imagine Rider is probably like the hardest thing of that because it has a UI, but for the rest of it, should just work. In fact, I think even in like in Visual Studio here, I'm using IIS Express, but I can just start up this project and it'll just start up like the inbuilt, Kestrel web server or whatever. So yeah, absolutely, it should work. No problems. Okay, so we have canvas.clear, we're passing the color. We need more than that though, because we also need to tell it where our canvas is. All right, so I want to start with that. I want to get that working. So I'm actually not going to do this because I'm not ready for this yet, but let's do this. We should be able to call this method, and if I pass in any color other than red, I should see it. So we need some JavaScript. So canvas is, I'll just do window dot, although I'm pretty sure that's not needed. And then I can do one of these anonymously executing functions. Hopefully there's not a new version of this. So all of my web and JavaScript knowledge is like 3 or 4 years old. I'm sure there's a better way. I'm like, JavaScript probably has classes now, but I'm just me. And so then what I do is I can then say I need to return an object, mismatch NuGet versions for JS interrupt. Oh, was there an error? No? Maybe? Did I not see a compiler? Oh, hello. Oh, the name JS runtime doesn't exist. That's weird. No, I think that was just the editor. I'm going to hope. Well, maybe I had a typo in there. I didn't notice. All right. And so then what do we have? We have a clear method. And our clear method is a function. And it takes an ID and a color. Is that how you do it, or you do equals? No, you do column there and equals here. This is very confusing. All right, so we need to get our canvas, which is that fella. And then the way you work with HTML canvas, and this is even older knowledge, but from the last time I wrote a train game in JavaScript, we spell it right, and we go canvas dot get context. Oh, whoa! Look at that help. How does it know? If that's just a HTML element, man, that's... Sometimes Visual Studio is amazing, and I don't quite understand it. Well, I shouldn't say Visual Studio. This is full credit to the people who wrote the JavaScript editor. The Web Tools team is amazing. But so now that's a canvas. I wonder if this knows. No. So then clear, I believe, is actually just draw a rectangle. I'm going to assume the best here. Client height, probably width. Client height and color? No. No, you have to set a color, which is like fill color, I think. I don't know. All right, let's see if this works. What have we hooked everything up? So we have a clear method. We have a window.canvas. We are calling it on first render. This doesn't have any async stuff, which is fine. Interesting, actually, this is async, and I'm just ignoring that fact. And I think it should be fine because, I mean, eventually these tasks will complete. I don't need to wait for them. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably questionable practice, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, unfortunately, so this API, like the fact that there's even a clear method and there isn't one on a HTML canvas, is testament to the fact that this whole API of this drawing API that I have essentially created, it's really just the skier API. So I could change that. Now, obviously, this didn't work. iPath Factory. Oh, excellent. Yes, that makes sense. All right, so that's cool. I just didn't finish. So we need a canvas wrapper. We also need a path factory. And so essentially DI is just not happy until we have a path factory. So I will make a path factory. And I will call it, well, this can be internal. And it is a path factory. And I am going to do that. Nope. That one. No. Yep. That one. All right, let's see if that works. Why is building so slow today? My compiler is off for Easter. See, did I need to rebuild? I don't even know. I should work out how to use Blazor. Oh, exception. Where's my exception? It didn't find an iPath factory. That's oddly familiar. Oh, I know. I did not do this. I need to tell it about my new assembly. So canvas wrapper. Yep, that one. Okay. So I'm going to try if I build, and then I guess I just refresh. That makes sense. Hey, okay. So no error, but no drawing. Windows is not defined. Did I type in Windows instead of window? I did. Okay. Can I just refresh that? Okay. That didn't work. I should be able to put a breakpoint here, right? Hey, look at that. I mean, we've got .NET calling JavaScript. That's pretty good. Okay, my canvas element is game. So my canvas is not nothing, and it has a size. It's not fill color. Okay. And then so I'm drawing a rectangle, and who knows? Is the width and height right? Yeah, the width and height looks right. Okay, so what is it? Uh-oh. Does this have IntelliSense? No. Can HTML canvas fill color. Fill method. Fill style. See, I was close. This is a very good. So this is getting further than I thought, though. Wait a minute. Come on. Nope. Let's try again. Whoop, whoop. Okay, run that. Fill style is... why is that? Access violation. That seems bad. Yeah, okay, this is not happy. Why is there an access violation? You don't expect these sort of things in the web. Fill style is red. That's a good start. All right, let's maybe this method is wrong. You know what? Let's bring up the Canvas API just for funsies. Rectangles. Oh, clear rect. Oh, it is fill rect. Okay. All right, I probably want to clear it then fill it anyway, since this is a clear method. Okay, cool. So let's do clear rect and then fill rect. Yes! Look at that. We're drawing on a web from a .NET. Amazing. That's so cool. The size is even right. That's so cool. The height is not right. Where's my CSS? I'm really tempted. I saw this on some other sample. Oh, it didn't work. Saw this thing where they did like VH, which I assume is like view height or something. Anyway, that's a pity. Unless... oh, that just didn't reload. Okay, reload again. And get rid of the breakpoints. Oh, okay. So Blazor doesn't like being in... hey, look at that. Excellent. 90. Yeah, so last time I did web, I'm pretty sure VH didn't exist. But maybe I just didn't know about it. That's awesome. Premature optimization, but I don't need to clear just fill. That's true. I don't. You're right. But... yeah, okay. Fine. I mean, the method is called clear, but okay. Will I publish it on Azure? No. I will probably publish it on GitHub Pages because that's where this is hosted. But yeah. So the theory, if I go to my GitHub, what I hope to do is, so currently on commit, this does a build. There's a master build here, which just does .NET build, .NET test. What I then want it to do is a publish, whatever that means for Blazor, which I'll work that out. And then with GitHub Pages, if I have a branch here called GH Pages, that will be the public like web view of this repo. And so I can go into settings, which maybe I'll just before I accidentally share any keys here. Here we are. There wasn't actually anything bad on the screen, but just in case. So if I go GitHub Pages, I'll be able to pick the GH Pages branch there, and then that'll be, publicly available. And that's the ultimate idea of this, is that anyone can just go to the web and do it. But for now, we have drawing, and that's awesome. So now we need real drawing. Aha. All right. So what do we got here? Oh yes. All right. I will not clear. Fine. You win, Scott. Cool. So render should now work in theory, other than I need to fill out all of these methods before they do. So we'll get to that. But yes, we need to call set size first. So for that, I need to get a result from JavaScript, which is fine. So essentially I need to say invoke, I need to, so height is, and I need to invoke get canvas height. Why? What is? I don't. Maybe it's the semicolon. That's really weird. Maybe it was the semicolon. Yeah. So now what I should be able to do here is create a method called getCanvasHeight, which is a function. It takes an ID, and all I need to do is return that dot client height. I'll need one called width. I've no idea if it's true, but I personally, just after doing some reading the other day, I found this calling into JavaScript from .NET sort of looked easier than going the other way, which is what I sort of started to try and do last time. Let's do width, and now the problem is here, I won't know if this worked. I can't debug this, so like, yeah, there's no debugger support for Blazor WebAssembly yet. Canvas wrapper.getSize. That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, putting all of this stuff in the canvas, actually, putting all of this stuff in the canvas object. Oh, there's an idea. So if we take this, we'll leave the game here, but if we take this, oh, I can't do that because it's async. And because I need the return values, I need to await. Okay, so what if we do this? What if we do a init async? Yeah, let's do that. And then, yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, I don't even need to do it. Oh, how come? What is this JS runtime problem? How does this possibly not exist? Am I blind? That is the right. Oh, it's capital S. Okay, never mind. Okay, actually, I don't even need. I can just do this. No, not set. Where's my keyboard? Yeah, so this is cool, and in fact, let's do this just so you're forced to call it. And then no one's going to forget, even though it's only me. Oh, these are now nullable. All right, fine. That makes sense. And then these now need a private set. Yeah, okay. Constructor would have been nicer, but Async, what are you going to do? Does this not a read only? Oh, it's read only. Static in it? I guess you could have a static async in it. Oh, well, these shouldn't be private. Yeah, you could do that. Oh, I don't know. I'm not fussed. So, okay, so here's what we want to do. We want to go, we have a new canvas wrapper. We canvas.init, we await it, game, and JS runtime. Okay, so now we go set, we've already got it, set size to canvas width and canvas height. Now that set size though, we'll have to work out how to, I have to work out how to, respond to resizing things. But that's kind of cool. And then, you know what? These, yeah, no, that's right. I want these now to go on canvas. But actually, so I can do, canvas in context, and I can create an init function here that I call so this can now happen once, which is much nicer, and that's about it. And so then this doesn't need ID because we already have that. So this doesn't need to pass it in. So that simplifies every method call. And then these two need to come into here. Which, oh God. Like it's so weird that sometimes you use a semicolon and sometimes you don't. And I guess we don't need to specify canvas here. And in fact, this is just that. Oops. Okay, and then where were we? No, in here. So this is get width and get height, and they don't take any parameters. Did I remove the parameters? Nope. All right, cool. Let me put that there because they're not drawing functions. I guess I should conform to JavaScript naming conventions here, which is lowercase. And you know what? Actually would be really cool. And I don't know how to do this yet, but it would be really cool to do this. So this class in here in this library is heavily tied to this JavaScript, and I'm pretty sure if I convert this to a Blazor component, I can like ship the two things together, because obviously this little, these strings are a bit fragile. All right, so I want to see if that works, but the problem is I can't, because there's no way to know. I mean, I can check if it draws a red rectangle still, but I won't know if the height and width is right. At least I don't think. So yeah, we did that. We did all that. I kind of like that. So all I need to do now, oh, didn't work. All right, what have we done wrong? Whoa, canvas, could not find canvas. Okay, could not find canvas. That's because our script isn't there. Why isn't our script there? Ah, yes. See, JavaScript, world of fun. This is why I like C# and .NET, because you can define a function with an equals or a colon, and sometimes you need one and sometimes you need the other. It's perfectly reasonable and I can understand it, but it's annoying. Yes, so we don't have size, but that's okay. All right. Now we just fill out these things. Oh, why did I close the HTML canvas documentation? This is where I need 2 monitors, and luckily I have 2 monitors. You just can't see the other one. But there we are. So I'm just going to drag this back on. The clip method doesn't take any parameters. Oh, clip.rect. So you just define a rectangle. Oh, that's weird. This is a weird API. I'm kind of actually a little worried because there's like I know that save and restore exist, and I'm pretty sure translate does and rotate does, but like, where's draw arc? Oh, draw circle. Like, if there isn't an overload of draw circle for HTML canvas, I don't want to be re-implementing that myself. These method names. I mean parameter names. Oh dear. Yeah, like intersect operation. I don't think there is. Well, maybe there is maybe there's an overload of that, a version of that, but I don't know. All right, we're just gonna write some code. So we want to clip, and I guess I'm just gonna pass in top. I gotta get this right, because this is where I had problems last time. Bottom. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass in those, and I'm gonna ignore the other 2 for now because they probably don't apply. And I might, like afterwards, maybe I'll come back and I'll take some of these out of the out of the API. I wonder if I should fill all these in and whether they would work. Like before I finish writing the functions. Yeah, let's just do that. Canvas dot draw circle. Because hopefully, like, if I fill these in, even if some of these, oh no, paint. All right, I think we only want stroke width and color here. Yeah, this is questionable. All right, let's stop at draw line because that'll at least give me the grid, and we'll see how far we get. So x1, x2, no, x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, time to add some methods. Dock yourself. All right. Paint should be JSON serializable. Yeah, I could do that. I'm in 2 minds as to where I want this logic. Like I kind of want to write as little JavaScript as possible, but at the same time, like this could be done with a series of invoke method calls, but I'd have to await them all. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Let's do, what is it? Top, no, left, top, right, bottom, and draw circle, X, Y, R, width, color, and draw line. So the cool thing is I can do nothing with 2 of those. What was in draw line? Grid. Terrible names. Width and color. Why doesn't this compile? the name Paint. Yes, it is. All right, so let's look up draw line over on my other monitor. Hello, official Strike TV. Are you the official account of Strike TV? Or are you making... Never mind, that's a terrible joke. Draw a line. How do I draw a line? A stroke a line. There is a stroke style. So we go context.stroke style. It's color. We go... So is this the web part of C#? Well, this is the Java. So this is getting weird. This is the JavaScript method that is called by a C# method here, which is a wrapper around, well, implements an interface, which is called by all of this C# code in here to actually like run a game. So, excuse me. So all this drawing goes through 400 layers of indirection and will end up at these JavaScript methods. Excuse me a sec. I'm fine. But, yeah, I kind of want to see it working. How do I specify a width? That's really weird. Line width. God, this is such a weird API. And now we go stroke rect. And oh, see, now we get help. Like I appreciate it, but I don't understand. I don't understand when. Like, can I tell it this is a thing? Like it's kind of doing. I think it's doing TypeScript completion. It's weird. Google Docs. I'm using W3 Schools. The documentation is okay. It's the API that's weird. Anyway, so in theory, I think if oh God, it's down there. If I get rid of this line and I change this to a call to render, so there should be lots of JavaScript errors, but I'm pretty sure if I'm lucky, I'll get a grid. I'm not lucky. I use Rider. Well, that's great. I'm glad you're happy with Rider. I use Visual Studio because it's what I do for work, and I'd feel bad if I didn't. There are 7 errors. What am I doing? Console. Method of operation. Oh, okay. So the exceptions. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Let's comment out the exceptions, and we'll see if anything happens at all. To draw a grid, I don't think I need anything. Like, I don't think I'm even translating. Yeah, I haven't used Rider myself, but I hear good things. I mean, that's definitely a grid. That's kind of a weird grid. Why is it so big? Do I need to, like, scale this canvas to something reasonable? Does it have a default scale? That doesn't make any sense, that it would have a default scale. Let's see what... It is definitely a grid. I will take the points. I just could do a better job. Let's see what my X and Y's are. 0 or 0, 0. Well, that was a useful breakpoint. Oh. And then I pressed F5, wanting to continue, but actually, of course, F5 just reloads the page because it's JavaScript. So let's go and draw a few lines. That looks weird. All right, 200, 0, 200, 800. That looks fine. Next one is 240. Yeah, that's what I expect. That's really strange. I did call set size, didn't I? I did. I even called it before I rendered. That's really weird. that's really, really weird. Why does it look like that? If I get rid of my breakpoint. All right, let's do this. Let's see if I can debug something. Is there a way to find out the scale? No. Let's bring up my documentation again. So, what do we got? Fill style, boring. Are you drawing a rect or a line? No, I'm drawing a line. Have fun shopping for groceries. Oh, am I drawing a line, not a rectangle? Thanks for watching, Milan. If you want to watch later, it's this will be up on YouTube eventually. I am drawing a line. Why? Yeah, why? No, wait. I'm drawing a line. That's right. And then what did I... Oh, where's my JavaScript? Oh, I am drawing a rectangle. Yep. Thank you, Scott. Ah, dear. Okay. Line. Line 2. I don't want a path. Can I... Is there another type of line? Line styles. No. Do I have to use the path? Alright. I'll use a path, I guess. So what am I... Is there a start? A begin path. Excellent. And a stroke. Okay. Cool. So... Begin path. Move to line 1. Line 2. I'm like... It's actually quite amazing how different these APIs are. Come on, reload my JavaScript. That did something. What's the bet for a path? You have to set completely different, like stroke style, line width stuff. What's the bet? There's different path color or something. No. Oh, there's an arc too. That's good for later. I'm beginning a path after I've changed the color. I've got a typo. I do have a typo. Thank you. I gotta remember how this JavaScript stuff, like why isn't there a JavaScript error there? Okay, it's a grid. It's still hilariously big though. That's so weird. That's really, really weird. Like, yeah, okay. Let's just try something for fun here. What happens if I explicitly scale it and say I want 1:1? Nope. Okay. What if we try random numbers? Guessing that doesn't work. Is scale... I was going to say, does scale take an integer? And then I remembered I was in JavaScript world. Whoops. Okay, so that's working, but that shouldn't be necessary. Like, that's 40 pixels. Like, what is the default scale on this silly thing? You know what? I'm going to dig into that later. And I'm going to keep writing some methods. Because I can. I am very happy with how this is progressing though. It's now just busy work. Oh, draw path. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, how am I going to do that? I need to explicitly set the size of the canvas. Well, I'm reading the size of the canvas. I guess I'm reading the size of the canvas, not the context. clip. Oh, you know what? Maybe the clip could be important. Like, no, it doesn't look like it. I mean, I could set a translate, returns the width of the image data object. Should I be using that instead? I could look up the source code of the JavaScript version of this game and cheat, because this is all drawn with Canvas. Whoa. Is this cheating? How do I get DevTool in this silly browser? Oh, Control-Shift-I. No? Doesn't want to bring up DevTools. Okay. I give up. Path is interesting because... actually, no, it's not. I can probably just... these variable names. I can probably just get away with doing that, and then the path methods can simply, yeah, that'll work. So in my path factory here, I can call begin path, and then all of these, all the methods on the path do the same thing as this. That'll work. Okay. Draw rect. Unfortunately, I'm totally not going to finish this because I need to jump off before too long because, well, it's not nighttime essentially. And that means I have children duties. Children. Always getting in the way of streaming. And then this would be text width. Nope, text size. Text align. Oh, enum. Let's hope for the best. And color, I guess, still important. Do. Save is the same. Oops. I lost my clipboard. I found my clipboard. Rotate. Degrees. All right. Whoops. I need that file for reference. I need it for my work. Hopefully the keyboard typing is not too loud today either. Because I don't have anything turned on to make it any quieter. Sorry. All right, draw path. So yeah, this is an interesting one. So draw path has to do this. That's interesting. That takes a paint. I would have thought, don't you do this up before you? Yeah, whatever. So essentially, draw path just does that, and all this stuff just has to happen elsewhere via magic, which is kind of weird. Oh no, I've already got width and height. Don't you love how I complain about my parameter argument names and then I make horrible mistakes again, constantly? So there was a stroke rect, wasn't there? Wasn't there a stroke rect method? Oh, why do I keep closing the help? Rectangles, stroke rect. There we are. Could maybe make a collection of path moves and pass them to JS instead of introducing JS into iPath. I could, yeah. I mean, there's only 3 methods on iPath, so it actually is not the worst thing in the world to just build up a collection. I didn't for the skier because I just didn't have to. Could be lazy. Arguably, yes, for JavaScript, maybe it makes more sense. As I say, I would like to componentize this, so at least the JavaScript and all the code is in the same library. That would help, I think. But text align, start, end, left, center, right. What's the bet? These are nothing like that. Left. Excellent. I should get rid of this. Okay, we'll leave that. So stroke style is still what I want to set. No, that's a red line. Text align. Fill text. Okay. All right. I kind of don't. Yeah, I think I'll clean this up later, but we don't need a text alignment thing. What's wrong with this? Behavior of too low. Oh, fine. There's only one value. Store. I think that one's called restore. Yep. Nice. Wouldn't it be funny if after doing all of this typing, it just works? I mean, there's basically no chance, but it would be very funny. Is this called rotate? Yeah, maybe it takes just degrees. Oh, how do we specify a center? Oh, that's annoying. Transform. Do I want to? I want a rotation transform, do I? Oh, God. Oh. Let's, maybe it's move to. Let's hope for the best. Oh, I've got 2 rotate methods. I can do that right, because JavaScript. Translate, rotate, minus translate. I don't... Oh, you reckon? Yeah, that could be it too. That's probably it. Let's see what happens. We'll laugh at how funny the tracks are when we don't have a rotate. And this has no parameters because this is the last one. All right, what do we reckon? Chances of it working? Oh no, what? Missed one. One more. So translate hopefully just takes X and Y. Wouldn't it be funny if all this was Y and X in JavaScript? Yeah, cool. All right, let's have a look. Thank you, John, for your encouragement and enthusiasm and confidence. And watch me misplace it. Watch me whip it out from under you. Go. Build. There was an unhandled error. Who's surprised? Could not find canvas in window. Oh, that means I've got a syntax error sometimes in my file, which I find by going to the scripts tab and I look for the red. There it is. Save. I missed a comma. God. This is just validating all of the reasons why I wanted to write a .NET version, because this is so much easier when there's a compiler with errors. Cool, so that worked. Of course, what I haven't done is hooked up any of these or any click events. So let's be dodgy, because that is the, I mean, let's face it, that is what this is all about. I would like to inject a game board. And I would like to add a track at 2,2. And then I will render again, I guess. I suppose I don't need that first render since I'm doing it straight away, but if this draws a track, I will be surprised. Yeah, okay. Error. Wait, F12 worked. That's so weird. Why didn't F12 work in the other one? Method operation is not implemented. Oh, path. Oh, yeah. Oh, paths. Just when you thought you were finished. All right. So path factory. Okay. Path factory has no choice about it but to have a collection, because I can't have it do any JavaScript interrupt because it doesn't know how. Yes, you meant next week or maybe in 2 weeks. No, it totally will work. All right. Yeah, see, I can't pass anything to this path wrapper that can interact with JavaScript, because unless I made something, we can get rid of that. Unless I made something static on here to get the runtime output, that would be, well, would that be so dodgy? I guess it would mean you can only have one of these on the page. Yeah, that would be dodgy. So let's implement this interface and let's do this. I want a, what do I want a list of? I want a list of a lot of things. Ooh, I could have a list of strings. Let's start with a list of strings. I like that idea. That's nice and dodgy. Try to aim for maximum dodginess on the stream. So all I need to do here is add, wait, what do I need to do? No, I need, we're going to go dodgier. This is a string and object array. And so then now this is the parameters. And so all I need to do is that becomes my JavaScript calls. No overload for app method. Oh no, I need more brackets. Why didn't that work? Can I convert from int float to int? Well, that's just annoying. All right. Yeah, arc2. Well, as I say, we'll hope for the best. That arc size is another one where the values are completely nonsensical, I'm sure, but there's only one value in the enum, so path direction, yeah, we only support counterclockwise, so bad luck if you wanted anything else. All right, and then we need to go public. Let's be nice and just do enumerable. So in here, where we draw a path, we go commands. Grab out the commands, which didn't work. What is it? It's a string and then object array. Oh, I need to give it in commands. Does that work? First, it must declare its iteration variables. Is that not what I'm doing? All right, and then we go JS runtime. Item 1. That'll do. And then here we need to do begin path. All right, that should work, I think. I just need to put a canvas dot in front of these. And so now we create, where's draw path? Let's put them with draw path. Here we are. So begin path. Yep. Arc2. Start with the long one. Radius X, radius Y. If this doesn't line up with neatly with an overload, I honestly just gonna cry. Just seems easier at this point. Context dot. Nah, not even gonna bother. We'll leave that. We don't need angular tracks just yet. Let's prove the theory first. Yep. Let's do one of them. Okay. Draw me a straight track after you compile. Almost spat water all over my computer screen. Look at that. We have the world's most pixelated train tracks. It totally worked. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, hang on. Now we're gonna go 2, 3, and then 3, 3. Oh, I can't just reload, can I? Because I know it's not going to work, and that's what makes it fun. Build, go little green progress bar. This is the greatest Easter present ever. My kids will disagree because there's not enough chocolate, but I think so. When do you do Easter eggs? See, I don't even know. I'm so bad at this. Okay, build succeeded. It's a thing of beauty. It's exactly what I wanted it to look like. Come on. Look, little propeller thingy and a... Wait. Shouldn't there be only 3 lines? How many lines are in a corner? Did we do 4? Oh, okay, we did 4. God, if it managed to make it a line. Oh, dear. Okay, so rotate. No, not really. What's weird, though, is that save and restore should have, like I'm surprised this track is rotated, because save and restore should have, unless rotate doesn't rotate the viewport, so it's not affected by save and restore. I really can't remember. I think I'm just going to have to look up. I'm just going to look up the JavaScript code for what rotate does. Oh, I didn't even do clipping. I can do clipping. I know how to do that. I saw that in the help. I wonder if that fix does anything. Oh, hey, that looks nicer. We're clipped to a cell. See, that would have been disappointing if I had done clipping before. Actually, I'm going to take out the clipping because, yeah, as part of solving this rotate problem, it's going to be helpful to not have clipping. Also, wait, why is it there? Where did I put that? 222333. So that should be 2 should be here, I would have thought, and then it should draw there and then there. I don't even know. This is so good. This just looks Picasso's tracks. All right, what else haven't I implemented? Clip, draw circle. Draw circle. Oh, that's for the bounding box. We don't need that yet. Yeah, so arc2. Okay, there is an arc2 method here, isn't there? There is an arc2 method. What parameters does it have? X1. Yeah, no, it's different. X1, X2, and a radius between two tangents. What? Where is start in? Oh, it always starts at the top. Oh, so I'm gonna have to rotate. This is gonna have to get some thinking on here. So interestingly, this only has one radius, which is actually fine because that's all I need. Oh, there's an arc size. So x1, y1. No, see, our x and y is the center of the circle. Yeah, that's disappointing. That is disappointing. All right. I'm going to leave that for now. Rotate. So it probably wasn't moving. What now? Let's try your suggestion here and translate, and then translate back again. See if this works. Oops, wrong page. Okay, that certainly moved. I can't tell if that's better or worse, if I'm honest. Oops, this one. There is only one rotate. Rotates the current drawing. But why doesn't save and restore? I guess it's not path, state, and attributes. Yeah, like it's not, I guess it's not affecting the matrix. Whereas translate, well, maybe translate doesn't either, actually. Maybe I need to do my own save and restore, or maybe on restore I just have to set it back to nothing. Resets the current transform, then runs transform. Yeah, okay, so that's something. Convert it and rotate work. Oh, you reckon? Rotate is in radians. Got to convert it. Oh, so you think rotate is right. It's just that I'm doing radians. But that doesn't... It's still not... Like, even if that's right, the whole canvas is still rotated. So I need to rotate back again, which is... I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Just don't know when. I need to add that to the drawing code. Okay, let's convert to radians. Let's do that in JavaScript. Rotate. Oh, actually, do we have our what were they? Math helper? I can't remember what it was called. Math helper. Movement helper. What were those helper methods called? I can't find it. Oh, right, train movement. Okay. That makes no sense, but I'll take it. All right, let's see if this works. But yeah, I think we still either way need to rotate back. But you know what? I don't really care. I am so amazed that I have trains drawing in JavaScript. You're a genius, it worked. I don't know, I still don't understand how that worked. And in fact, like, yeah, I don't get that. Trust. It works on trust? Okay. So here's the funny thing. This is also not what I said to draw. Like, I said, I really want to hook up the mouse events now to see just how off this is, but I said add a track at 2-2, then 2-3. That should be going the other way. Like, it's... I wonder if this whole thing is somehow translated, like, flipped upside down or something. Anyway, you know what? That's fine. I will take it. Ship it. It's good. I'll leave that just in case. It was a short stream, but it was great. That is fantastic. A Blazor version, kind of trains. All I need to do is hook up mouse movements, mouse events, and then this will all just work. Maybe it'll be upside down. Maybe it'll be weirdly rotated. But the cool thing about procedural graphics is that once I've drawn one thing, it'll draw the rest. They are zero-based. You know, every time I stream, you tell me that indexes are zero-based, and I really don't understand what that means. No, I do know what you mean. Yeah, the indexes for the track. But didn't I go... I went 2-2, which is there. But then I went 2-3. Oh, no, it's column row, 2-3. No, you're right. That is right. Don't even know my own system. I thought I was doing row, then column. All right. That's awesome. Well, thank you. I feel like this was a very short stream, but such is life. That's all I have time for. And more importantly, this was super successful. Like, mouse clicks and we're done. Maybe I'll work out what's going on with the scaling there, but that was fantastic. I'm going to switch to my goodbye screen now. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube and not catching it on Twitch, maybe next week, next stream, I don't know when that is, maybe if we're lucky, we might be at a point where you can comment on the YouTube video with your favorite train track, like with the URL, and we'll all just be able to look at them. How cool would that be? We'll see. We will get there before long. Thank you for watching. See, I gotta wait for this hand so I can still use the mouse. See ya.